And most people are amateurs. When I go through life, I call people amateurs. I must say 100 times a day. I see the way somebody's parking a car. I see the way somebody is walking unwillingly into a chair. I see the way somebody didn't notice the person directly behind them who could have stabbed them in the neck. I see the way the person online instantly buys into a faction for a war they don't understand or would never have the ability or the capability to participate in themselves. I see amateurs. All around me you are amateurs. Let me answer this as a professional. As a professional, what you do is you solve the meta point before you argue the micro point. The larger point to discuss here is that the world needs God. The world needs God, and all societies need God. And it has been proven, and you can observe this right now in the West, that societies without God, godless settlements, godless countries, do not function in a way which is pleasurable to experience. So first we have to fix the fact that the world needs God. Now once everybody understands that the world needs God, and the world has accepted that, and everybody is religious, then we can go down a level and start to discuss the different religions
in peace.
Then we can go down a further level and discuss the different factions within a religion, the different interpretations of a holy book. Fine. But before you solve the meta point, it is asinine, it is thought porn, and it is amateurish to discuss details. You don't sit and discuss the details of a car. I would like to have carbon side skirts when you don't have the money to buy a car. It would be stupid for you to sit there and say, I want to discuss what type of carbon side skirts I would like on my Lamborghini when you don't have the finance to afford a Lamborghini. First, you need to be able to buy a car. Then from there, you can go down the further points until you eventually evolve into a position where you need to discuss insurance and where you're going to park the car.
Yeah.
But before that, it is thought porn. Now, thought porn is actually something we suffer from majorly in the West, and a lot of the freedom fighters and right-wingers and people who consider themselves smart love thought porn. They love to sit, talk, discuss maybes, philosophies, ideas, without giving any hardcore actionables.
Without ever taking action themselves.
And without ever taking action. Thought porn will keep you in a rut, just as bad as inaction.
For example, a lot of these people, men need to be strong, men need to be providers, are poor and weak. They are. I can see they're weak from their videos, and I know they're poor from the lives they live and from just Googling their basic assets. Men need to be strong and be able to provide for their families. Weak men say that on the internet all the time. So that's exactly what you're talking about, thought porn. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So first let's solve the meta point. The meta point is that there's a large contingent of the earth which has become godless. And when you are godless and lost, you default worship Satan. They have become Satanists, they are a death cult, and they want everyone around them dead. They want their own children dead, they want you dead, they want everybody controlled, and unless you are praying and celebrating the death of others, they want you dead. So first things first, the world needs God. Once that is achieved, I am prepared to discuss the different religions and to discuss the different factions within religions. But until that point, you will see me say that I have more in common with Christians than I have opposing them ideologically.
Yeah.
I am happy to sit with any Christian, and I will not argue with you about Islam versus Christianity. I have been invited on endless panel shows. People ask me, how do me and you get along when we're different religions? How does that affect our brotherhood? We have more in common through the common belief of God and sanctity of family and believing in life and loving people and trying to do the good thing than we have as differences. So I have no interest in discussing these things.
None.
Until we have fixed the problem that there are Satanists currently in charge of a huge population and some of the most powerful countries on this planet. Let's fix that first before we start arguing stupid points, because that is asinine and amateur.